Good morning, people. Today I'm going to react to an official government website on speech pathology, and I'm going to be doing it as a stutterer. I, I'll link the website down below. So it says speech pathologist. Description. Speech pathologists, also known as speech therapists, work with people of all ages who have communication or swallowing difficulties. They often work in a team or with other health professionals to assess or treat people with a range of difficulties. These may include problems with speech, voice, using and understanding language, fluency, reading, writing, and swallowing, dysphoria. Well, I didn't know that there even could have been a difference between speech pathologists and speech therapists. But there you go. Uh, and speech therapists do work with people of all ages. So people like me, young people, old people, and communication or swallowing difficulties. Well, I've never really had any swallowing difficulties, but anyway, they often work in a team. Um, well, I have noticed some speech therapists working in a team of two, but I'm assuming that they're meaning something like a, a team of seven. I I haven't seen that, but maybe it does happen. And they work with other health professionals. Again, I haven't actually seen that, especially when it comes to stuttering. Maybe 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 when it comes to things like swallowing, you would also need to work with different health professionals there, and they treat people with a range of difficulties. Oh, what? So if I drop something on my foot, I need to go to a speech therapist, do I? Okay. These may include problems with speech, voice, using and understanding language. Well, speech I can understand. Voice, does that include things like talking loudly and using and understanding language? Uh, I'm I'm not really sure what they mean by this one. Do they mean if someone talks Russian as opposed to English? And it also says fluency. Well, I could achieve fluency, but chances are I would just be talking slowly. Reading, reading and writing. Hmm. Uh, what? So, if I can no longer write, do I need to go to a speech therapist? And swallowing. Uh, I am not an expert in swallowing, So unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave that one. Services provided. Assessment and treatment of a range of communication and swallowing difficulties. Well, I can certainly understand that one. Eligibility. Appointments may be made directly without a doctor's referral. A referral may be needed to access some services and funding sources. Uh, they, well, well, at the time of making this video, you don't need a doctor's referral to to see a speech pathologist. Maybe it's different in your country. A referral may be needed to access some services and funding sources. That they didn't actually say what services they are talking about, but maybe someone can let me know about that one. And funding sources. Sometimes you need some extra funding to see a speech therapist, because they are not free. And then it says profile, sector, conventional healthcare. I'm not quite sure what they meant by conventional, but if you are a conventional person, you can let me know. Regulation, industry self-regulated. My understanding is that everything, when it comes to stuttering, is not regulated. Registration. Speech pathologists are not required to be registered with a government medical authority. Well, my view is they should be. I could make a full video on why that's the case, but what would you do if something went wrong, or if they provide something that you don't like? Minimum qualifications. In Australia, you must complete a recognised bachelor or graduate entry master's degree to become a speech pathologist. For more details, see Speech Pathology Australia website. Well, it is good that they need to complete a course, a university course, to become a speech therapist. But have you noticed that all the people claiming to be able to cure stuttering do not have a university course on on what they are claiming to do? And it goes on to say, tip. Speech pathologists work with the person, their family and carers, and other professionals to explore a wide variety of communication and swallowing therapies. My view on this one is that unless they're only about 5 years old, speech therapists should only work with the the person that they are treating. The reason for this is that their family or their carer or whatever, they might think that the person with the stutter wants this particular thing, when in fact they don't. Well, I want to be able to talk as fast as everyone else. No, that's not too much to ask, is it? It says carers. I'm not quite sure what they mean by carers in this one, and they work with other professionals. They didn't say which other professionals they were that they would work with, but if it could work, why not? And to explore a wide variety of communication and swallowing therapies. There is actually a wide variety of communication and swallowing therapies. When it comes to stuttering, often what will happen is they will slow down your speech and then build your speech rate up again. And like I said before, I'm not an expert in swallowing, so I can't comment. Take results of any tests with you, such as X-rays, ultrasounds, MRIs. Well, when it comes to stuttering, you generally don't need these. However, if you have some condition that the speech therapist needs to know about, then yes, you should take stuff to them. And finally, I'll open it up to you. What do you think about this? If you're a speech therapist, what do you think about this? If you stutter, what do you think about this? If you're a medical professional, what do you think about this? If you're the family member of someone with a stutter, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comments.